Hey guys, what's going on? ThePrideOfLDN here. You guys know what to do. As always, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's get into today's video. So today, Chelsea are facing Barnsley in the FA Cup third round, as you can see on your screens. And obviously, this is a fixture Chelsea should be winning. We're going to go into this game with the assumption that we can win it, which is all fair. I don't think that's any disrespect to Barnsley. We know we're the better team. So Frank Lampard was very cautious in saying, giving a lot of respect to Barnsley ahead of this fixture, because he basically said that he's treating it as a pre-season fitness finder sort of game, where the result, you know, it does matter. We want to go through, we want to progress in the cup. If we win the Carabao Cup, I would be happy. You know, it's not just another game as if it's just like a league game. It's a cup. It's not as prestigious as the FA Cup, but it's something. So I'd be happy for us to go all the way in the Carabao Cup and win it. Of course, there are going to be harder teams towards the end, but you know, there's always a chance with it. It is at home, so we'll be at home for this game, and I do see what Frank Lampard means in that we need to find fitness for players in this game, and it comes at quite a nice time for us because we had the game against Liverpool. Like he said, we're still sort of in pre-season mode. He doesn't feel like the team is, you know, sharp, ready, fit to be going for 90 minutes at the top level, and that's understandable given the very short break we had between seasons. So this game against Barnsley, I'm going to give you my predicted lineup in a short bit, but I do just want to sort of, you know, this is going to be a game where we can bring in players. He said Thiago Silva is in contention for this game, so maybe we'll see him feature. He said Ben Chilwell is. It doesn't look like Hakim Ziyech is going to be, and Pulisic probably not either. So that's unfortunate that Pulisic and Hakim Ziyech, because I desperately want to see, especially Ziyech, you know, creating chances with that left foot of his. I think that's going to be so crucial going forward. That's going to really bring a big boost to our team, as well as, of course, Christian Pulisic, who can create chances but also score crazy good chances like we've seen in previous matches. So going to be an interesting one. I really hope that we can get through this game, and then leading into our next game against West Brom, maybe then we can start seeing these other, you know, 4 or 5 first team players that we want in the team, and we can start getting them integrated. So let's move on to my predicted lineup. So Frank Lampard confirmed after the Liverpool game our keeper for this is going to be Willy Caballero. He said that he decided long before this fixture that Willy Caballero was going to be the keeper for this game. It's possible that it would have been Edouard Mendy, but it doesn't look like that's going to be completed in time. So it'll be Caballero, and then I wonder if against West Brom, you know, Frank Lampard has acknowledged the Edouard Mendy situation, said that he's having a medical, as he did his press conference yesterday. So by the time this video comes out, it might even have been announced and stuff, but it's going to happen basically as long as medical all goes okay. So we might see Edouard Mendy against West Brom if Frank thinks he can integrate him that quick. We know Frank tends to sort of want to wait and like give him a few days / a couple of weeks to integrate with the squad and sort of learn the tactics. Not so key for a goalkeeper, but maybe he'll think that, and we won't be seeing Edouard Mendy for that game either. But at right back, I'm going to be going with Azpilicueta. Of course, we can trust Dave. I think he deserves a game here. If he performs well, then maybe we'll see him against West Brom as well. But I think Reece is probably the starting right back, so hopefully this will give Reece a nice bit of rest. For the centre-backs, now I'm going to be going with a pairing that I'm not sure many people would have chosen. But I'm going to be going with Fikayo Tomori on one side, and assuming he's fit, like Frank Lampard said, Thiago Silva on the other. So I think we saw Fikayo Tomori obviously come on for a half basically against Liverpool, and he performed really well, so he's not going to be too knackered from that game. He did have a lot of work to do, but it was only 45 minutes, so I'm thinking he'll be okay to play this game. And then Thiago Silva I want to see starting this game and getting minutes. If he's fit, then maybe we can make a defensive substitution to keep him ready for West Brom. But we should be able to get past West Brom even with like Christensen and Rudiger in the back line, you'd hope. So yeah, I'd like to see Thiago Silva getting his minutes here in the Carabao Cup. Then on the left side, Frank did also say that Ben Chilwell is going to be ready for this game, or is in contention for this game. So I'd like to see Chilwell getting minutes here. Look, like this is, Frank said this is an opportunity for us to get some players sort of fit and get them some match time. And I think if we're going to do it with anyone, assuming Chilwell's ankle injury is sort of healing up well, which I believe it is, and Silva's looking fit and ready to go, then I'm happy to be integrating him in here. For the central midfielder, I'm going to be going with Jorginho in the middle. He did play against Liverpool. You can make a case for Kante, Kovacic, whatever, but I think Jorginho fit this game well. Hopefully we have enough of the ball that he can sort of, you know, dominate, do the thing he does, which is sort of link the back line forward to the wingers and the centre mids. Then for the two centre mids, I'm going to be going with Ross Barkley. And on the other side, Ruben Loftus-Cheek on the other side. I think that'll be good. These guys both need, you know, a few minutes under their belts to sort of get things going again. Ruben hopefully can have a good game, you know, like this is the kind of opposition. If we're going to see him getting back to his pre-injury form, then it's going to be in a game like this because it's lesser opposition, with all respect to Barnsley. But he can really flex his muscles in this game, kind of literally, because he can, you know, physically dominate the opposition, but at the same time, you know, if he's going to do anything, if he's going to grab assists and goals and drive forward like we saw him going, then it should be against this opposition. On the left side, I'm going to be going with the guy that everyone wants to be starting games at the moment, Callum Hudson-Odoi. This has to be a game for him to start. If he doesn't start this game, I'm really confused what's going on in training, because I can't see any real reason why he wouldn't be starting this game. So Callum Hudson-Odoi gets in for me. On the right side, of course, we have our injury problems, so I'm going to be going with, that's definitely not how you spell it, Havertz. I do think that he has played a lot of minutes, although, you know, he has been subbed off early in the Liverpool game, so, you know, he's played both games basically so far, but he has been subbed off both of them. I think in the 70th minute in the first game and a half-time for Fikayo Tomori, so this game probably suits him quite well. Hopefully this is another game where he can flex his muscles and sort of get, you know, a little more accustomed to the league. This is a lower opposition. Maybe this is where we see Kai Havertz starting to shine a little bit, like we all know he can. Of course, he is playing out of position, as a lot of people would be saying. Again, he's out on the right wing. That's not really as effective. I can see the case for it. If we really wanted to, we could throw Ruben out on the wing and have Kai Havertz more centrally, have Barkley, Jorginho in a double pivot with Kai in the middle, Ruben on the wing. There's definitely different ways we could do it, but he is, like, we shouldn't get it twisted. Kai Havertz is also accomplished on the right wing, as well as striker, as well as cam, as well as a number 8, so he could definitely be playing there. And I think he'll do well. Then up front, I'm going to be going with Tammy Abraham, who of course deserves to start this game. You can make a case for him deserving to start in the league, given that he was our top goal scorer last season with, I think, 15 in the league. So I think that's a pretty strong starting 11. Callum Hudson-Odoi, really want to see him impressing in this game. Kai Havertz, definitely exactly the same. I want to see him impress in this game. He's had, you know, 2 meh performances so far. Admittedly, one he had to get subbed off early against Liverpool, so that wasn't really a great showing, but this is the kind of game where we can start to hopefully integrate him in, get a bit of confidence in him, and he should do well. Tammy Abraham is going to be wanting to prove that he is ahead of Timo Werner and is going to be scoring our goals this season, so he'll definitely have a point to prove. Barkley and Loftus-Cheek, like I said, get minutes in. Loftus-Cheek especially, I want to see perform well. Jorginho, control the game, do your thing. Chilwell and Silva getting minutes, you know, their first professional minutes for Chelsea, or competitive minutes for Chelsea, will be very good. Tomori, continue to impress, because if he does, that means he can be in contention for league games after this, so that'll be very good. Aspi, you know, Captain Dave, got to do what he's got to do. He'll shore up that right back slot very nicely. We can always rely on him. And then Caballero, we know he's going to start this game. If we're not going to implement Edouard Mendy straight away, then Caballero has a good game. Maybe he starts against West Brom. If Edouard Mendy, you know, Frank doesn't want to start him straight away, Kepa's not performing, maybe Caballero gets the start against West Brom, we don't know. So all in all, this lineup should be good enough to get us past Barnsley. For a score prediction, there's a part of me that wants to say, you know, yeah, we'll get a comfortable like 3-0, but are we going to concede? I think with this back line, I hope that we won't. So I'm going to go with my 3-0. I could definitely see it being a bit of a goal fest, maybe a 4-2, a 3-1, maybe something like that. I do think we have enough firepower here to score. Maybe only 2, possibly. You know, like we are seeing Havertz integrate in Loftus-Cheek and Barkley. Definitely have a goal in them, but haven't played much so far. Callum Hudson-Odoi got a point to prove. Same for Tammy Abraham. I don't know. I'm going to go with 3-0. Let me know what you guys think. Obviously, I'm very undecided on what I think the score is going to be. It's very hard to make a prediction, but let me know what you guys think the score is going to be. If you want to leave your starting 11 in the comment section down below, I'd be interested to see them. We can have a chat about it in the comments. that is going to be the end of the video. Hopefully we have a good win. I'll have a match review out the day after the game, so tomorrow. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you in the next one. Goodbye.